Just a bit about myself. I retired from IBM and then the Bank of America, and then I started my work with AARP. And this is my way of giving back to the community. So this is strictly, what AARP called a community coordinator. But I got into this type of business because I had a very good friend who is, his wife has MS, and she uses a wheelchair. And so they lived in New York. They're relocating. And so I was able to help them find a place in Midlothian that they built a house for them that fit what they call the easy living homes. And so everything is on one floor, no zero-step entranceway, wider hallways and things like that, which I will get into. The survey says 90% of the people aged 55 and older would like to be able to stay in their home. But there are times, situations, which makes that difficult for you. And I'm going to try and show you things that you can do in your home to prepare it for longer. Okay, I'm gonna, anyone familiar with universal design? Is that a foreign concept? Universal design is a way to design homes that fit every lifestyle, whether you're a child, on the go, you have a disability, but it fits the gamut. And HomeFit takes a piece of that universal design concept. Universal, as far as I'm concerned, it means good design. That's basically what it is. It's designing things that fit for everyone. First thing we're going to hit is the entrance to the home. And we will see, could be a typical ranch-style home, one level. This is before universal design. Universal design hits, and let's say HomeFit hits the area of zero step, no way, because if you're in a wheelchair, quarter of an inch is a hazard, hindrance, quarter of an inch. This would be, I live in my home, I have about 3 steps to get into the front door. I think that's typical. My friend in the wheelchair, we have to pick her up and carry her into my home. Things that we can do with this home. This is the same home after. Another thing that you gotta, when you're doing work on your home, you want to make it livable. I mean, attractive from the street also. Because if you ever want to sell it and you have a ramp in your home, that's gonna detract from people wanting to buy the home. They say, well, I'm not in a wheelchair, so I don't need that. Right? They won't even come and look, all right? In this home, you can put a ramp here that no one will ever see, right? You don't need the ramp here because they've designed the walkway, but if behind the bushes, you can build a ramp out there. If this wasn't available to you, you can build it and hide it with the shrubbery. Some alternatives is building a ramp. But when you do, make sure, if necessary, make sure there's handrails. And if there's handrails, it's on both sides, 2 of them. And we'll talk about some of the other things, the mechanical lifts, for instance. This is a nice way to do a ramp. And the mechanical lifts. So if you had a wheelchair, pull up into that wheelchair, hit the button, takes you up to the next level. The one on the right, more elaborate and more costly, but what I've been told that 5,000 or less. Okay, as I was saying before, the threshold, over a quarter of an inch, actually they hear more than 3/4 of an inch. But even in a quarter of an inch, it's trying to get over with especially one person. So some of the things that you can do with the doorways and compensate for that, and these things are sold in Home Depot, Lowe's, Hardware. The one on the left is aluminum. The aluminum, the caution with the aluminum is that it's so lightweight that it tends to shift. So it's harder to keep it nailed down, especially on the concrete. But it will go have a higher rise. Aluminum ramps threshold of go up to 6 1/4 inch. So for every inch a rise, you need 1 foot of length so that it won't get too steep. Right? So if you're going 6 inches, you need 6 feet out. The rubber one is sturdier. It stays in place. It's heavier. They say 40 pounds for every 2.5 inches rise, 2.5 inch rise. And they'll be wide, 48 inches wide, only 24 inches long. And the capacity is 850 pounds. So it's sturdy. Now we're going to talk about the exterior lighting. People 60 years of age needs twice the light as a 20-year-old. So having your place well lit, coming in the evening, very important. Now, typical doorways are 36-inch wide doorways, right? But the opening is only 33 inch. Can anyone tell me why? The door itself takes up 2 inches, at least 2 inches, plus the hinge. So when you open that door, the door is still there, and it's covering 2 inches of that door, the entranceway. In bathroom doors, the door itself is only 1 inch. Bedrooms, bathrooms, same thing. The ideal door is at least 36 inches wide, the opening 36 inches. That's so that a person in a wheelchair can come maneuver through. Hallways, 42 inches. Can anyone tell me why 42 inches? If you're in a wheelchair, to be able to turn around. Let me, I always throw this out in all the presentations. Can you tell me what group of people enjoy 30 wider doorways and 0-step entranceways? Delivery people. They really love it when if you have a 0 entranceway and a wider door, they love it. They bring that big furniture in there, the refrigerators or whatever. Now this is an example of a 36-inch. These are the double doors. Now most homes don't have the double doors, but you see he's got this big box, just walks straight out with it. She's got the stroller. Now this is what you can use to take back that 2 inch on the door. Now I went out to Home Depot and Lowe's to see if I can get you a sample Unfortunately, I couldn't. But they have them on their website. I went out and I did a search. Then I found out that you have to call them swing clear butt hinges. But that's what that does for you. It takes the door all the way out of the way. This is where the hinge is, inside the door. So that allows the door to come all the way out of the way. So now this is clear. Next, doorknobs. Get rid of the round doorknobs. I'm losing some of my grips. Now you can get these rubber grips that are put on over top of the doorknob, but we are recommending levers. Using the levers, you can use your elbow to open, your hip to open it, especially when your arms are full. Now I'm going to move into the stairway, and there's a number of things you can do. The handrails. When you have handrails, make sure they're securely mounted. That's important, and there's one on both sides. Like my friend, she has the use of one arm, and before her leg totally gave out, she could walk, drag the other leg with her. But if she's holding on the rail, if she's going the opposite direction, what does she have to hold on to? Unless she goes down backwards. Handrails on both sides, stairwell well lit. And do stairways have non-slip surfaces? Now, my father, who before he passed, was living with me on the second floor, and he fell. All right, he has vision, had a vision problem, but one of the reasons why he fell was he misjudged that step. Because I have carpet on the steps, so it wasn't the carpet that caused him. It's just brittle bones, right? And what happens is, looking down on the steps, sometimes you don't see where the end of one step is and the beginning of the next. It just blends right on in. So if you put some strips or something at the edge of the steps, and I worked with Rebuilding Together, and we did some safety modifications in people's homes, and some cases we put some strips for that purpose, so that they can tell, oh, that's the step, that's the edge of this step. Then there's another one, right? And he thought he was down at the end, and he stepped and he had more to go. And my friend in Brooklyn, when he moved down here, on the left, that was what he had. I also had chairlift when my mother-in-law lived with me. I had the chairlifts put in. And here's what I found out. 9 steps in my house is 9 steps going up, a landing, and then 6 more steps. All right? If I put the chairlift that'll take her all the way around down, that's called a custom chairlift. 3 times the cost. What I ended up, and they explained it to me, what I ended up doing was getting 1 long one and 1 short one. 1/3 the cost for 2. When I no longer needed them, I called them up, they came in, they took them out, they sold them and gave me a check. So it's as though I rented those chairlifts. We'll move into the bathroom. Now, this picture shows bathroom with home fit features. This is one who has a prefab shower installed, insert. And you've probably seen TV ads on this stuff, right? Take out your tub and slap this prefab shower. Now, this is a prefab shower insert available online for less than $1,000, not including shipping and handling and installation. And this unit is a 60-inch bathtub replacement shower. That's what it's called. This is my friend's shower currently in his house right now. Only he has seats in there. And he has shower heads on both sides. He has dual sets of shower heads and controls. So he can take a shower with his wife, right? He has his control and he can sit her on a seat, wheel her in the wheelchair on the seat, and she can work with one hand. But you got to remember, the architect has to build this correctly to keep the water in the shower, and it works. You don't even have to put up shower. You don't have to put up a shower curtain. The water stays in the shower area. Now we're going to talk about grab bars, something new, not your typical hospital grab bars. Hey, I wouldn't mind having this in my house. Grab bars must be installed correctly. Gotta be wood behind it, not firewall. I mean, not sheetrock or anything like that. Let me see, must be capable of supporting at least 250 pounds of force. And some alternatives these are the low cost, and everyone's seen this in health stores and things of that nature. You've seen these devices, getting into the tub, transfer seats. One of the things, where they say, we recommend hire a professional to install wall-mounted grab bars. Toilet seats, height is important. I remember many years ago, they had these quiet flush seats. It was almost like you're sitting on the ground. They're real low profile seats. It was nice that it was nice and quiet when you flush it, but getting down there and getting back up, that was a problem. Raise that seat up. And if you can't get a higher seated toilet seat, they have devices you can sit on them if you need it. And there are things that help too. Now, my friend, what he did for his wife for a grab bar is he put a vertical grab bar. Think about that, a vertical to help pull her up instead of she trying to use her, especially when you only have one arm, using that one arm to push up, pull up. And that's what he had installed. My sister-in-law has this installed. Nice grab bar for your toilet roll holder. Really neat, huh? Places there for extra rolls. And then on the right, there's many different ways of putting in grab bars. And here, this is the one, this on the right is what I spoke about earlier. You don't want to use that to help you up, because it will help you down and cost more, to fix the new wall and put the plumbing and stuff in. And the one on the left looks like not good for someone in a wheelchair. But there is a solution. That's the solution. Roll out cabinet. You roll it out on the right. It shows it's just the opening like a door, right? And one thing I want to say about the plumbing in the one on the right, it goes straight down with typically. The typical plumbing just comes straight down. And it might be a hindrance if you're in the wheel. You can't go but so far. It does not have to be that way. They can put that plumbing right up against the wall. They can they run plumbing any kind of way you want it. Everything is for a price. But the option is there. In my bathroom, in my guest bathroom, now, the problem with going in is small. The guest bathroom is small. And she can't go in and turn around and come out. She can go in and then back out. This is what this is indicating. It has wide enough so a person can do a 360-degree turn. Now we get into the kitchen, cupboards, countertops, cooking, refrigerator, eating area, and dishwashers. And we'll touch on those. But this has most of the universal design features in it. Typical home has a microwave over the stove. That's where mine is anyway. Does not have to be there. Take it off, put it on the countertop. That's where my friend's place is. Microwave is on the countertop. Range controls in the front. I remember growing up, all of the stuff was back in the cross. You have to go across if it was after you did finish cooking and turn it off, You had, that's a problem. But a lot of people see this is the problem because of children, small children. But they have covers for these things. Which type of refrigerator is easier for you to use? And it's a choice, but I just want to point out the fact that you do have a choice. My wife says that at side by side, she don't have enough space. She loves to cook. She don't have enough space. You go to my refrigerator anytime and it's full. I have to put stuff in. She said, oh, there's no room. I says, okay. But they do have the larger, the up and down. You got a lot more, seems like you have more space. And the drawer, the bottom drawer is great for a person in a wheelchair, but typically that's a freezer. Dishwasher design. They making dishwashers now to meet a lot of different needs. You have 2-drawer dishwashers that you can only have to use if there's only 2 of you. Use just one. If you have a party, you might use both. Laundry room. They say side by side is more efficient. Front load washing machines are more efficient. But what you can do is change the level of the mount, because these things sit up on pedestals. You can have drawer space and some of them, Electrical outlets and switches. They say some of them, you have to get out on your hands and knees to use it. My sister used to have just grab it and pull it. And she had to replace it quite often. And you know why? That's going to stretch that wire and break it soon. And it doesn't work. It doesn't have to be down there. 48 inches, minimum 15 inches above the ground. That's the minimum, but up to 48 inches. Indoor lighting, stairway lighting. We used to travel a lot. We've got these nice night light. So now we travel, we carry our own and stick it in the bathroom of the hotels that we stay at. Stick it in the bathroom. Now we got light in there. They have these lights now. You can buy them and just stick it on the wall, any place. How's the closet space? And some of them are motion sensitive, These are the suggested professional help. CAPS, Certified Aging in Place Specialists. Occupational therapists, everyone knows about the occupational therapists. Modelers, architects, builders, landscape art. Usually these guys cost the most money. But occupational therapists, when I was working with Rebuilding Together, we called in an occupational therapist, says, hey, look at the bathroom. Tell us what they need. Oh, they need a grab bar here and one here. We got to change this and change that. Done. Hiring a contractor. This is the seventh, I consider very important steps. All right. First of all, you got to make a list of what you need done and make it detailed as possible. All right. Get recommendations, and then check out the recommendations. You know, this person I had a buddy gave me a name of a lawyer. I didn't check him out, I used him, but what I needed him for wasn't what my buddy uses them for, right? So it didn't work out for me. Compare contractors. If they say, oh yeah, I'll do some work in the neighborhood, this neighborhood, fine, that's great. Go talk to the people. Actually talk to them. Don't just take his word for him, because salesmen will tell you anything. Get estimates and put everything in writing. I watch the judge shows, and believe me, I see time and time again. And Judge Millian, I believe her name is, she says, you get toilet paper and a crayon and write it out, you know, and have them sign it. Just exactly what you want and what they're going to, make sure it meets your expectations, because you're the one paying for this. And then the most important, don't pay the final bill until you are totally satisfied. And I recommend splitting it up. 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. 1/3 to get started. In the middle of the job, they may need more supplies or whatever, another 1/3. And then the last 1/3, make sure, hey, you didn't do this. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, I'll pay you tomorrow. Right? You don't have to pay until you're settled, until they meet the contract. That's why it's good to have everything in writing. And we talked about, can you get tax credit for some of this work you're doing? Yes. Virginia will give $5,000 per year tax credit. If you have a $15,000 project, do 1/3 this year, 1/3 next year, and the other 1/3 the following year. Even, I didn't see I saw one or two people at rental units, but landlords can get up to $2,000 credit for rental units, as long as it's an accessibility improvement. So that's their incentive. They can get $2,000 credits for doing that. And that concludes the presentation. Thank you very much.